This is the perfect RIA, in case you didn't know. Bringing you all the strategies to help your business grow. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Sit back and listen in while you feel the beat, yeah! Another myth bites the dust.
Hello, TPR Nation. This is Amber Kuhn from the Perfect RIA. Thank you for joining me on today's Follow-Up Friday, where I'll be covering the highlights and action items from this week's episodes. On Monday's episode, Matt and Micah were discussing Surge, and Micah shared how he just got back from Florida and was at a conference with Coach Joe Lucas. Micah was explaining Surge to some of the other advisors, and one of them said that he didn't think that Surge could work for him, and he didn't see how it would be beneficial. Instead of seeing that it could work for him by being intentional, he was looking at how Micah does Surge and picking that apart for himself. Micah said, Surge isn't about replicating somebody else's calendar. He said it's about being hyper intentional about what type of life you are trying to create and how you do it with maximum effectiveness of not only time, but value to clients. Matt added that it's easy to have this victim mindset. When you say, I can't do Surge because, or my compliance department won't allow this, or my team can't do this. He said, when you're focused on the can't, that's all you see in life. Micah reminded everyone that the perfect RA is a journey, but in order to go through that journey, and when there's something that you don't think will work, you have to put a stop to the head trash and look to see if it's your own limitations or if it's something that really does exist. Matt and Micah then went through some misconceptions as well as some benefits of Surge. The first was this idea that Micah's heard that you're trying to stick it to your clients and be out of the office more. Micah said Surge meetings allow him to be hyper proactive about when he's doing things. It also allows his clients to be on the same planning track. Surge meetings have systematized this, so he knows and his clients know where they are in their planning process. Matt said some of the pushback on Surge is that it shines a light on where you know your practice is weak. And Micah added that Surge is not a meeting per day competition. He said we're focused on being hyper intentional about delivering value and making sure we have the lifestyle we're trying to create. The guys also said that Surge allows you the necessary time to work on your practice, including the value add part of it. You need to look at how you're upping the bar and adding more value where it doesn't equal more time in the seat with a client. Micah also said that we have the same 24 hours in a day. He said it's what you do with your 24 hours that defines really successful people from those who aren't. Let's get into action items from Monday's episode. For advisors who want to start implementing Surge right away, you want to make sure that you have that scripted in your mind and written out with your team on how this is going to be communicated with your clients and how you're going to handle when your clients push back. Have a pre-appointment checklist. Have your team fill this out, and it should have all the basic information that you need in order to prep for a client meeting. Another benefit is that if your team is doing this in advance and you're missing something, you can catch this before the meeting, and it streamlines the value that you're delivering to clients. You need to have a client communication policy, and you need to remind your clients of this multiple times. Lastly, just do one thing. While we give multiple action items in our episodes for the perfect REA, pick one thing and go and do that. On this week's What Works Wednesday, Matt was joined by Monica Osborne and Colleen Wallace, who are both CPAs that specialize in personal financial planning, have a practice in Eugene, Oregon, and who Matt met through the Perfect RAs Invictus program. Monica and Colleen joined Matt to discuss their experience with bringing Colleen on as a partner in Monica's firm, as well as their experience implementing Surge. Colleen said you need to be purposeful about who you go into partnership with and have clear communication and expectations. Colleen and Monica both feel that there's a mutual respect between them. Monica said that they're both focused on delivering value to their clients and doing what's best for them. She believes that they've accomplished more together than they would have alone. They discussed how the process of this partnership went for them as well as for their clients. Colleen said that she and Monica look at their clients as shared and that this keeps the two of them on the same page and ultimately provides for greater service. They were also incredibly intentional about how this was presented to clients. Once Colleen was able to take on her own clients, Monica was intentional about meeting with the clients together. So clients saw them as a team, and it gave Colleen that credibility with them as well. Implementing Surge was new for Monica and Colleen, and they started in fall of 2021 after hearing one of Matt and Micah's podcasts. At first, they started with a few clients and then decided to fully implement Surge in 2022. Now they feel that their clients are better served. Colleen said, "We feel we're more purposeful and prepared for those meetings, and we're delivering greater value." Whereas they felt reactionary before, and now they feel proactive. Let's go over the action items from Wednesday's episode. Don't overcomplicate things. Think about what is the first baby step that you can take in the direction that you want to go, and then set yourself a time limit on that. And if the idea of surge meetings seems overwhelming, start with a subset if you feel like it's too much to take on everyone. On this week's Worlds to Conquer, Jamie continued her deep dive into family offices and was joined by her son, Lane Wild. And she started off by asking him, what's his 5-year plan? Jamie shared that when Lane was about to enter high school, they decided to homeschool him, which not only helped him thrive, but he decided to go full steam and graduated high school by 16. And then he started enrolling in university classes. Lane said he had the opportunity to learn a lot about finances growing up, but he felt as though nothing was handed to him. Instead, he said he was given insight on how to make money. He also believes that ambition is related to the workplace and everything that you do in life. And he shared that by watching Jamie set goals and make them a reality, that it's one of the reasons he feels that he's able to set his own goals. Because Jamie has had the ambition to move forward on anything that she chooses to. Jamie said she always knew that she would work in the family firm, but she also said that she wasn't exposed to anything else and she didn't want her son to feel like he was limited in where he would end up. She wanted him to make sure that he could experience other environments and make that decision for himself. Lane shared an unfortunate experience with his first job, which, while hard, taught him so much, including knowing when it was time to leave. Following this, Lane said that he was very focused on trying to figure out how to make more money, and Jamie told him to stop concentrating on money and start focusing on how to add value. Jamie said that this rings true for advisors. She said, stop with the commission breath and focus on value. If you find a way to add value, the money finds you. Let's get into action items from Thursday's episode. For parents or those who are influential in young people's lives, don't let them spiral out. Sit down with them and help them come up with a plan for the next couple of years, and then keep building on that. Continue to help them and to guide them. Surround yourself with positive energy. Jamie said that she would leave a TED Talk running in the background while Lane was having breakfast, and that it helped saturate him with the understanding that anything is possible. And Lane added that if you have the knowledge, you should spread that. And lastly, be sure to have a dialogue with your kids. That wraps up this week's recap. Thank you so much for joining me on today's Follow Up Friday. Be sure to give us 5 stars wherever you're enjoying this podcast and share this or any of our episodes with another advisor who you think might benefit from listening. And until next time, happy planning.
Hold on before we go. Something that you need to know. This isn't tax, legal, or investment advice. That isn't our intent. Information designed to change lives. Financial planning can make you thrive. Start today, don't think twice. Be a better husband, father, mother, and wife. The perfect RIA, the